Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video here on Internet Nobodies. I'm your host, James, and this week we're going to be taking more time to play Euro Truck Simulator 2 and answer more questions. Because honestly, I'm really enjoying some of these questions that are popping up on here. What's the longest route length? From Luxembourg to Rotterdam. Oh, is that Netherlands? It is. Okay. That is pretty long. I'll be going, like, straight through Belgium. Sure. 5.3 euros? Cool. Roofing felt. Okay. So looking at these questions, oh, well, there aren't really a whole lot of good ones for books. Here's one for music. I'm gonna skip that, basically. Apps, fuck that. Phones, I would loop this in with apps. I hate that it's a separate thing. Sports, don't care about sports. Restaurant conversation starters, getting a little bit of food. I like food. First off, I can't really take a look at the truck. It's super dark in here. But it's nighttime. Oh, it's a Mercedes. Okay. What restaurant do you eat at the most? So this has changed a little bit with the advent of me actually using things like Grubhub, and also having a relationship. Aaliyah is a really big fan of Olive Garden, so we've been there a handful of times. I know it's not my right of way, but I'm going. We also eat at this place called Wingslingers a lot. We don't really eat there so much because of COVID, but we get food from there a lot of the time, and it's really good. Oh, I'm speeding. Oh, sorry if you can also hear my GPU a little bit better. I turned the fans up because it was running a little bit hot. Which is going to run hot anyways. I don't have a ton of fans in my computer yet. But I'm just trying to make sure that it doesn't, like, fry. Oh. Okay, there we go. Took that turn a little too sharp. What's the worst fast food restaurant? Oh, that's a hard question. Because honestly, there are things I like about most fast food places. Except probably Long John Silver's. I'm going to say it, Long John Silver's do not like. It also depends on what you count as fast food. There are some places that are like just a small step above fast food, like, let's say, like Culver's, or like Five Guys. I hate Five Guys. But so that's another question too, like, what is fast food in this context? But like McDonald's, their burgers and chicken nuggets and fries kinda suck. But their breakfast is really good. Burger King makes some really good burgers. Wendy's makes some pretty good burgers too, admittedly. And I love their social media presence. Subway, for the most part, tastes pretty decent, but a lot of the times you sometimes deal with stale bread if you get the flatbread like I do. Plus you have to sit there and talk them through everything that you want on there, and you feel disgusting when you get, like, a weird combination. Don't fucking judge me, I'll make my own sandwich like the old Game Grumps bit was. Uh, what else could I talk about? Oh shoot, I can't think of anything else offhand other than In-N-Out. I've only ever had In-N-Out once. It was with Aaliyah when we went to Arizona, and it sucked. The burger was not that good. It had fry sauce on there, which I hated, but admittedly that was my own fault for not ordering without it. I just didn't feel like it would come with it. The fries were terrible. And honestly, this isn't necessarily the food problem, but one of the people that worked there, she was cleaning a table and she kept talking to us. It's like, lady, it's like 11 o'clock at night. Please stop talking to us. We're trying to eat our food so we can fucking leave. That being said, I also got a soda there, and I hadn't had one in like 5 hours at that point, and it tasted delightful. But then there's also places like Five Guys, which are incredibly overrated. They're overpriced. Their food is decent, but they're just really overpriced for what they are. I can make better hamburgers myself. What is the fanciest restaurant you have eaten at? So I can't remember the fanciest one. It was a long, long time ago. I think it was for my grandparents' birthday. I was maybe like 10. I just can't remember much of it. I think there was like a vault on the wall, like it was a bank, something like that. I don't know. Maybe we were just at a bank. But in recent memory, it was the Melting Pot. I went with Aaliyah. Most of these places I went to Aaliyah with. I don't eat at restaurants a whole lot on my own. Dating her has really opened up that world for me. But the Melting Pot is the fanciest restaurant we've gone to so far. And it was a lot of fun. It was just really enjoyable. The food was pretty good. It wasn't amazing, but the atmosphere was nice. And because it's a fondue place, so you sat while your food cooked. We did a lot of talking. We had a lot of fun trying everything. It was just so nice. That being said, it's still not a incredibly fancy restaurant, but it is definitely the nicest I have been to. What is the worst restaurant you've ever eaten at? I don't know, honestly. If you opened a restaurant, what kind of food would you serve? I've already talked about this. It would be hot wings. Would you eat at a restaurant that is really dirty if the food was amazing? Yes. Wingslingers, for as much as I love them, their location off of like 90th and Federal is kind of gross. That being said, their food is so fucking good. What was your favorite restaurant when you were a child? Probably Cracker Barrel. That's really... I have more fond memories of going there than basically anywhere else. And plus, I love breakfast foods, so of course I like it. That being said, though, I can't really remember a whole lot of other places. Like, admittedly, my family didn't eat at a whole lot of fast food places, or just restaurants in general growing up. It was definitely a luxury. Oh, I need to be in this lane. So yeah, really, that's a hard question to answer. I would say probably Cracker Barrel, which I need to force Aaliyah to go to at some point. Oh my god, I almost fucking hit them. Why do they slow down so much? I feel like the AI in this game is really, really stupid at times, but it's also true to life. So there's travel conversation starters. No. None of these are really interesting. What's the best thing about traveling? The best thing about traveling is seeing the different stores. I am not necessarily an avid shopper, but I do like going to farmers markets and stuff. Places that would have local foods. Not like I go all the time, but sometimes you find some really good food there. Taza chocolate is one that I had been dying to get for the longest time. Or no, that I found and then loved, and then I was dying to get it, and then I realized you could get it at Whole Foods. Not the specific one. The specific one that I really liked was the Guajillo chili chocolate, which was really good. I bought that in Kansas, loved it. Couldn't find it here for a while, but then my lovely girlfriend bought me like 12 packs of it, which is a lot, but it's awesome. I haven't eaten a whole lot of it. I kind of want to save it for like special occasions, but it's good stuff. I do enjoy it. What is the worst hotel you have stayed at? How about the best one? Okay, so... Oh, I thought I turned cruise control on. There we go. So, the worst hotel was probably the Wigwam Motel. I know it's a motel, not a hotel. And it's a novelty place. But the room was kind of gross. There was no bathtub. The shower wasn't great. It was so small, but it was so much fun. I mean, you're living in a giant stone, or giant concrete teepee. But the part that made it the worst was the fact that, so, when we were there, we had one day where we arrived. One day we went to the Grand Canyon and everything, and one day that we relaxed. And relaxing was mostly just hanging out in the hotel. Oh, you asshole. With that, though, on our relaxing day, 3 different people that worked at the motel, one of them, like, just about came in while we were there, which it's not like we were doing anything bad, we were clothed, but it's like, you know, that's incredibly rude. Like, we paid good money to stay here. Then the housekeeping stopped by and they knocked on the door. Oh, I thought you left. No, we paid for another night. And then the mall manager came and was like, we were just making sure that you're staying. It's like, yes, we are staying here. You have our money. Like, do you want to look at the pay stub? Like, I don't know what the fuck you want from us. It was so obnoxious. Ugh. That was probably the worst hotel experience we've ever had. Cool, and the webpage froze. So, reload. Have to scroll all the way down. Okay. I haven't really met anyone while traveling. No. I don't really like a lot of these questions. I am going all over the road, too. Like, I'm not paying enough attention. Can I hit these? Oh, I can! Oh, fuck. Ah! Okay. I don't like these questions. These are like technology questions. Clothes fashion? Fuck clothes and fashion, really. Goals. I've already talked about personal goals. Man, like, for the last video, they are really slacking on these questions. Holiday conversation starters. Education conversation starters. Interesting. Wow, none of these are really all that good. More food conversation starters. Okay. I don't know why food and restaurant are different, but this is fine. What is your favorite cuisine or type of food? American food. So you can loop in comfort food, fried chicken. I do like me some good fried chicken. Finding good fried chicken is the hard part. I actually make some really good fried chicken, as I have found out recently. Hot wings. I love me some good hot wings. Like things like mac and cheese. That's a really good comfort food. That's really good. Mashed potatoes and gravy. French fries. What foods do you absolutely hate? I hate cauliflower. I don't like green peppers that much, which is weird because I do work for a hot sauce store, but I just don't like the flavor that they give. I don't like tomatoes a whole lot. I hate mayonnaise. Ranch. I don't like ranch. I don't know. Not a whole lot I can think of offhand. What do you think of buffets? I really like buffets. It's a good way of just gorging yourself when you don't want to spend a ton of money. And it's also acceptable to gorge yourself. That being said, because of COVID, so many buffets are shut down or inactive. And one that Aaliyah and I both really loved, called Sweet Tomatoes, has actually gone out of business, which is very unfortunate, because we did really enjoy that place. It was a slightly healthier buffet. Not like buffets can really be healthy. Cinzetti's is probably the best buffet that we go to, but it is still shut down as far as I know because of COVID. It's Italian food. That being said, we went to one, it's not a traditional buffet, we went to Who Hot, last week? I think last week. For our anniversary dinner, lunch thing. It's a Mongolian all-you-can-eat place, where you actually build your bowls of food, you take it to them, and they cook it, which is kind of cool. But overall, I do like buffets. I'm not going to sit here and say buffets are high-quality food. They aren't. But they're fun. When was the last time you had a food fight? Literally never. I think I've thrown a french fry at Aaliyah once. What food looks disgusting but tastes delicious? Chili. What you get every time you go grocery shopping? That's not really a specific thing. I do like to get snacks, though. It's time to start slowing down. Do you like spicy food? I do like spicy food. As far as that goes, I mean, obviously I like spicy food. I work at a fucking hot sauce store, and I have a hot sauce show on this channel. Oh, there it is. But yes, I do enjoy spicy food. I don't like to go too crazy. I like to still actually enjoy it. But overall, yes, I would say I do like spicy food. I tend to keep hot sauce with me a lot of the time. Oh, of course I just missed it. Let's see. What is the spiciest thing you've ever eaten? It is the End hot sauce, made by Pepper Palace. That is by far the hottest thing I've ever eaten. It's made with a 6 million Scoville unit hot pepper extract. I hate the fact that I'm saying this because I say it God knows how many times a day at work. But I've had 2 drops of it, maybe more, in my life, and that is enough. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and do another longer trip. Ooh, Italy. Okay. I'll do that one, sure. What am I taking? Used plastics. Lovely. Oh, there's not that many fucking food questions. Alright. Interesting. I'm not really finding any good questions. That's the end of that website, though. 57 killer conversation starters. How does this truck look? We've had this truck before. I love how I'm just, like, not even looking anymore. Just like, yep, I'm going. So a lot of these are questions regarding, like, meeting someone in a party or a gathering. No. Okay, 52 questions to bring you closer together. Oh, I should probably look so I can, like, see out that window. Yeah, I just cut that dude off. I don't feel bad. Oh, I'm going way too fast, too. Wow. This is what I get for not paying attention to the road. At least I haven't been fined for it. God, I don't like these questions anymore. Man, I guess I will have to really depend on people giving me questions for this because I don't like most of these. You know what? Fine. I will put that away. Ooh, God. My phone is very hot right now. Oh, fuck. I should have kept a hand on the keyboard. That's fine. It's not my truck. I still probably have to pay for damages. Damn it. But no, that's fine. I will create my own content on the way there. I think I was creating a little too much dead air by... Oh dear. By trying to ask all those questions. Whew. Now I'm kind of tired, actually. Maybe it was a mistake doing another trip. Another long trip. But that's fine. I still have time to do it, and I will. Oh, it's hot. It is getting hot in here. It is still summer, but the overall temperature has started to go down a little bit, but we still do get basically 90-degree days that stay hot until like 3 in the morning. So that kind of sucks. But it could be worse. At least this is a pretty mild summer for us. Typically we get at least a few weeks of sitting at like 100 degrees. We had a few days closer to like 97, but most of them were like 95 or lower, which was nice. And now we're on the downtrend of 90s, which is nice. That being said, if I could have it be just like 40s all the time, I would be okay with that. Because I love me some cold. I really do. The hot is not for me. I'm a big, hairy white boy. So yeah, I don't do well with the hot. Plus, with like the cold, if you're too cold, you can always put on another layer of clothing. If you're too hot, it's not like you can take off another layer of skin. I mean, I suppose you could, to varying results. Ooh. You know, I probably should edit once I'm done with these, because at this point, I have like 7 or 8 Let's Plays to edit. But I'm not going to, because I am tired. I can edit at some other point. Honestly, though, I'm really glad I'm not editing for Foodie Fridays. Really, I'm doing saucy reviews still, but I'm not doing the snack videos that McGee and I have been doing. Which I'm grateful for, because I feel like I already have enough on my plate. Speaking of, I need to get started on my next TGRS video, which I still haven't really worked on. Why am I still moving? Oh, it has some good soda. Wow, that's a lot. By my employer, perfect. I think that's gonna be the big issue if I get my own truck. Oh, you asshole. Yeah, you fucking saw me coming, dude. Fuck you. The employer will be me, so I will have to pay for my own gas, which will suck. That's part of the reason why I am going to wait a while before buying my own truck. Oh, excuse me. I am not gonna edit out burps and stuff like that. That's just the way I am, and I apologize. Especially when I drink soda while recording, where I'm talking a bunch instead of water, because that's what smart people do. Okay, person, go. Thank you. You know, not gonna lie, I have actually really enjoyed Let's Playing this. I can't imagine me being able to do this indefinitely. But this has been fun, and I'm glad that I have been able to put some of my money to use. Because I bought this a while ago. Honestly, even though like the tracking or whatever said I played for like 24 hours, that's not true at all, because the other playthrough I had on here, I only did like 3 or 4 trips. So I guess I did like 24 in-game hours, I guess. Man, my GPU is still running pretty hot, even though my fans are up high. It's a little concerning. I have a, I don't remember exactly, a Radeon RX 850 graphics card. I think that's what it is. That's what the RTX tuner or whatever is saying. But I have the fan speed all the way up, and I'm still hovering at like 67 for my temp. It may just be because it's hot in here and I don't have my big fans running. Also, I'm playing a game and recording using the GPU, so it makes sense. I really just need to get around to actually getting more case fans. Because if I remember right, my case only had an intake and an exhaust fan. Or an X-take, as Matthew said. But I'm planning on getting just a few more just basic-ass case fans. Just pop in there and get more airflow going. Like, that'll be beneficial. Plus, I can have McGee help. I have a few parts that I want to put in there, too. I want to buy a USB hub, an internal USB hub. What else? There's something else too. I think I want to buy another SSD as well, so I have 2 terabytes of it. I don't like the fact that you're just next to me. I'm sure there's other stuff too that I can't think of offhand. But fans are the important one. That being said, most of the time my computer is not, or my GPU is not running that hot. I do just worry about it because I spent a lot of money on this computer. Oh yeah, a new power supply. I need a new power supply. Honestly, this one works perfectly fine, but it is a 1500 watt server power supply, which I did not need. I did not know what I was buying, and I bought one that was way too huge that doesn't even sit in the case properly. I mean, that's perfectly fine. It's not like a huge deal, but for sake of use, plus we could always use the power supply for something else, plus, like, I don't fucking know, it'll just help for, like, moving and stuff. It'll make the computer a lot lighter. So, looking at my OBS... Yeah, hold on. Okay, I guess I'm going to be taking a page from Matthew's book. I was about to say the capture on OBS seems a little stuttery, and I am overloading the encoder. Probably because it's hot, which is disconcerting. Yeah, yeah, that's not good. I wonder how bad it's going to look. Worst case scenario, I'm just pulling a page from Matthew's book, because a lot of his Dark Souls videos were a little bit painful. I think I can have one that looks a little bit painful for me. Man, this is just such a bummer, though. I will, ooh, even my case is hot. Yeah, this running hot. I should stop, probably, but I'm not going to. I don't know how much further I have. Fuck you! How much further do I have? Oh, I have a while. Okay, you know what? For the sake of safety for my computer, I'm just going to save. Save it as Internet Nobodies. Yeah, I'm going to save and then end it because I'm a little concerned right now. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you folks enjoyed, please let me know down below. Please leave me any questions you want me to answer on screen. And I will see you all next time.